Good morning, everyone. This is Sobirovs from Sobirovs Law Firm in Toronto. Greetings from Toronto. It's a sunny Friday, but it's very, very cold today. As usual, we are live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and LinkedIn. If you can hear me okay and you can see the video okay, just confirm in the comments that everything technically is okay. For those who are joining us for the first time, every Friday at 10:30 a.m. we broadcast live to introduce you to one topic and respond to your questions during live sessions. Whatever you hear in these live sessions should not be considered legal advice. Legal advice can only be obtained when you hire a lawyer and you are in client-lawyer relationship. Okay? And because it's live broadcasting, live streaming, we may get disconnected. If we do get disconnected, please come back to the same location. Okay? Today's topic, as you may already know, is a big one. It's a huge topic that we want to divide into two pieces. So, buying a franchise in Canada and immigration, part one. Okay. Next week, we will be doing part two. Next week, focusing on immigration side. Okay. Today, I will take my time. I will not rush and I will not hurry and slowly explain the process and try to give you something that you don't find on the internet. Okay, that's my goal in doing these live streaming every time, and of course responding to your questions. Your questions help me to discover this topic in more depth, and it will help us to discuss. I want this to be a dialogue, not monologue in this pandemic world with lots of Zooms every day. Okay, now, all right. Thank you very much for those who are joining from different parts of the world. I can see familiar faces: Paresh, Imtiaz, Kalpana, and everybody else. Thank you from Saudi Arabia. I hope you're keeping warm. It's very cold in Toronto. I had to wear my jacket today. In Saudi Arabia, I guess it's pretty warm. Okay, now two parts of this. For those who are joining for the first time, there are two parts of my live streaming every Friday. One, I try to present my topic in about maximum 30 minutes, 25 minutes, and then I will take enough time to respond to all your questions. So if I cannot respond to your questions, just leave your comment. My team will come back. They create action items for me after this session. So I'll try to collect the questions and respond to them. Okay? All right, let's get to it. Buying a franchise is a big topic and it deserves to be covered in two parts. Okay? Part one today is how to find a good franchise. What is a franchise? Is it good pathway? Is it bad pathway? From more or less from the business perspective rather than immigration. Second part will be the immigration aspect next week. Okay, this topic is very big. We can discuss for many hours, but let's start to get it one bite at a time. Okay, all right. um, let's start with the preliminary work. Just get the what we do, so that you may ask, who are you to tell us about franchise? Okay, to tell us about immigration or business immigration. We do business immigration and help foreign entrepreneurs like yourself to bring their business to Canada. Business or businesses, many, and of course families at the same time. A franchise is one method of business immigration. As you may know, foreigners can own business, properties, and other tangible things in Canada. So one way to bring is through business immigration, through franchise. Why we do it? Why we help foreign entrepreneurs like yourself? Because we love Canada and we truly believe that Canada can become stronger, especially after COVID, with foreign entrepreneurs like you doing business in this wonderful country. Okay, what is a franchise? without going into legal details, I will simply say that franchise is allowing or licensing others to benefit from your business method and systems and paying you a royalty, a fraction of the income. Okay, so it's like many economists, they argue that franchise business is actually a rental business because franchisor rents out its business methods, systems, technology, and everything else to you for a certain period of time and for a certain amount of fee. Okay, in a simple terms, that's what franchise is. Okay, we know mostly about food franchises. Okay, fast food, but there are many diverse types of franchise, starting from fast food, a typical standard franchise, ranging up to consulting, intangible services like consulting. Okay, it can cover both products and services. Very quickly, I will highlight, there are many advantages of franchise, but I will highlight only four today. One is established brand name. You don't have to start from scratch to publicize your name in the market. Proven business concept. The franchise, a company becomes a franchise when the business concept has been proven. It's working, okay? And then they multiply that location. So it works, and but you have to check whether it works for you. That's another thing, okay? A process to follow. There's an established process and protocols already in place. It's turnkey solution. You just take the business and start operating, okay, with minimum training. Save on legwork. As a result, franchise will help you to save on costs and doing the legwork yourself to establish a new business. Okay, suppliers and service providers have been already integrated into the system. You just kickstart and start making income, revenue. There are disadvantages. Very quickly, there's a disadvantage of upfront payment. So, in compared to your own business, you can start slowly, but here in franchise, you pay franchisor upfront, sometimes big amounts to start, to start your franchise business. Cannot get very creative in franchise. It's very regulated by the franchisor, controlled, so franchising business is tightly controlled. You have to follow the agreement. It's a very bulletproof agreement that you will sign with franchisor, and you should be following those. Can you run it? Really? I just put it as a question because certain franchise involve different skills. Okay, it's not just turning the burgers or doing French fries and selling it to the people. Some franchise really involve your personal skills or your availability in terms of time and resources. English language may be key in certain franchises, so you may need more workers. You cannot do it on your own. You need a team. So that's something you need to ask yourself. Can you do it really in terms of franchise? Okay, continuous maintenance. There is a continuous maintenance of your franchise based on the agreement, operation cost, repair cost. If it's a location, there's a physical location of your business, and etc. All those insurances, utility bills, and everything. Okay, so these are disadvantages that we see in our clients too. So there's these are four main ones, but there are many others that you can find on the internet. Okay, something that you cannot find on the internet is the following. There are, in our experience, two main groups, two main types of franchise from the immigration. When we add an immigration analysis to it, there will be two. One gets you a work permit. The other one gets you a work permit, could get you a permanent residence. Okay, owner operator type, the one that you have to get your hands dirty. Okay, you have to do the job. That's an owner operator. I would call it owner worker. You are the owner and you are the worker of the franchise. That's a one type, which will get you a work permit. You can come here. There's no middle managers under your supervision. You do exactly the work that the franchisee does. Okay, that's an owner operator type. However, there's an executive type where you have managers under your supervision, which who actually do the job. You supervise and manage them. We call it executive type of franchise. Okay, that can get you both work permit and potentially a permanent residence. We will come back to this two differentiation in the next session next week. Okay. In both types, there's another grouping categorization of the franchise. In both type of franchise, you have a cheaper new location you may have, which has clean sheet, no financial history, but may have a good potential. Or you can get a more experienced, more expensive and experienced location, an existing location, which will be expensive, with history, with financial records, with real life experience with the customers, and cash flow, and maybe foot traffic that passes through that location. So you need to understand that these are two different realities. Okay. Now, all right. Uh, and I go further to differentiate another category, which relates to your skills. Okay, going for sales. Will you be going after the sales, or will customers come to your door? Okay, this is two types of let's say franchises. Now, going after sales, you need sales skills. Okay, you will need to go, let's say, door to door and try to attract your future customers. That's another totally different, mostly consulting, maybe some business management type of, or let's say, office cleaning franchise, right? Office cleaning means you go to the location and clean it. No customers come to your office. Okay, but in fast food or food and restaurant, and more like let's say accommodation and other types, customers come to you. Okay, with willing to make a sales with you. For example, if I go to Tim Hortons, I did today, I need my coffee, I as a customer went to that location, I expressed my willingness to buy this coffee. Okay, that's a different type of franchise. Many other service oriented franchises, you go after the client. Excuse me, let me get a sip. Okay, now we have different, let's say, diversity of franchises. Let's now delve into the process, how to find a good franchise. This is a very a lot of words here, but I will try to make it very simple. You need to for before you engage in immigration talk, you need to find a good franchise. You don't want to waste your money, or you don't want to throw your money just for the sake of immigration papers, right? Good franchise will help you in immigration too. When it's viable, when it's good, generating income, or has a potential to generate income, immigration part will also be easier. Completing due diligence is a challenge when you are outside of Canada. You need to work with professionals, maybe lawyers, maybe accountants, maybe business brokers. You need professionals on your team. Okay, first, before you engage in any search of franchise, I think you need to talk to your immigration lawyer. You need to understand whether immigration for immigrating and doing business, franchise is a good option for you. Your lawyer must explain all possibilities, including franchise, to you if you are interested in business immigration. Some franchisors, please note, some franchising companies, they don't sell it to foreigners. Okay, I think I would say around 40% of existing franchises, they don't really want to deal with foreign owners. Okay, you need to find that out. Make sure that a franchise is really suitable for your goals, both business financial and immigration goals, your lawyer should do a holistic evaluation. When potential clients refer to us, we don't say, okay, franchise is the best, go with franchise. We see if it's the best fit for this client in his or her circumstances. So your lawyer needs to make a holistic approach, not just push the franchise on you, okay? And explain your options. Maybe franchise is not a good option. Maybe it's good. You never know. It depends. This saves a lot of time and a lot of money, identifying whether franchise is a good option. Once you think and your lawyers advise that you go with the franchise option, talk to franchise brokers or consultants. There's a franchise association. There are consultants and brokers who deal with franchise. They know many franchise and they have relationship with them. They can explain to you. Most of the time they explain and introduce free of charge, because they are promoting the franchise and they get paid by the franchisor, okay, not they you know not you. Once you know that franchise is a good option, and now you want to know which franchise is a good option, okay. Food franchise, services, consulting, many automotive, and all the stuff. If there's a new location, then you focus on the brand, okay, because the brand is very important. Is it a new franchise or is it existing? How widespread is that franchise? If there's an existing location that you are interested in, then you focus on the actual sales or actual maybe drop in sales, okay, year over year. Maybe there's an increase, maybe there's a drop, okay. Talk to franchisor in a discovery call. Now, after brokers, you can talk directly to the franchisor, the company itself, right? Ask questions, but be reasonable. Review franchise disclosure documents. Many provinces in Canada, they require by law that the franchisor discloses everything to you in their FDD, franchise disclosure document. As I said, be reasonable. Nobody will guarantee you a business success. Okay, nobody can do that. Complete due diligence as much as you can, if possible. Hire a professionals to review the documents and complete your due diligence. Documents in franchising world is usually take it or leave it type. You cannot really negotiate that franchisor agreement. Okay, you cannot change everything and then I want this, I want that. It's like, here's a deal. It's bulletproof. Lawyers have worked on that deal, on that agreement. Take it or leave it, because if you don't buy, somebody else will buy. That's kind of an approach in franchising. You cannot really renegotiate the terms, but ask to speak to an existing franchisees. You may ask the franchisor, can I speak to your existing franchising locations? Maybe they are not willing to disclose all the details at the location, but ask them, are you happy with this franchise? Is life better after you got? Are you struggling or something like that? Do your due diligence. Any legal problems, ask about from the franchisor. Any litigations, okay, ongoing court actions or something. You don't want to be in a trouble. There's a lots of court proceedings going on against the franchisor. You don't want to be associated with that kind of franchise. Okay. Follow the process set by the franchisor as the last step and get your immigration lawyer involved fully, because now at this stage you purchase a franchise, you prepare the documents, and then lawyer applies for your work permit. Okay. Keep your lawyer in the loop if you are working with brokers or franchise consultants. Okay. All right. The main Because franchising is so diverse and so different from person to person, ask questions from your lawyers. Contact us if you want to deal with us. Contact us to discuss your specifics. Okay, we have many successful franchise pathways taken by our clients. from Middle East, from Asia, and other countries. So we suggest that you spend 1 hour with us, book an appointment, and we will be happy to discuss. We will be very open and transparent. Trust me, we are not we are not getting any commissions from franchise or something. We will be truly honest, open, and transparent without any hidden agenda. Okay. uh, and many professionals do that kind of work. They are very transparent to you when they are evaluating you. Even franchisor, they want you to be successful. Okay, they don't want to push the franchise on you and get your money and disappear. They want your business to be very successful and productive, so that they can show it as a showcase to others. Okay, everybody wants your success in Canada. Okay, now, who may be helping your team in Canada? We've been dealing with franchise with many other business immigration pathways. We are your team in Canada, and we were immigrants. We understand, we relate to you on a different level. Okay, let's do your immigration together. Whether it's a franchise or otherwise, we are ready to help. And our team is very international. We speak around 15 languages. We probably speak your language too. So contact us, and I will be very happy to respond to your questions right now. In final words, we only do business immigration, and we try to do it very well. Okay, we will be publishing several business success stories soon, and stay tuned. This is our website, this is our email. I'll be happy, my team will be happy to respond to your questions. Now it's time for the questions. I can see tons of them in the